welcome to our top 10 quick comic picks. I'm Andy.
I'm Matt.
We're here with Infinity Flux Comics out of Chattanooga, Tennessee, and this is our real quick show where we show you 10 of the biggest and best books we think you might be the most interested in that are coming out this Wednesday. Some really awesome books coming out, so go ahead and go on over to infinityflux.net right now where you can go ahead and order the books. They are there. That way, when they are completely released on Wednesday, you're already set. You don't have to worry about them selling out. So that is while supplies last. Go ahead and order the books.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll be interested in some of the ones we show, but let's kick it off with a biggie.
Yep, we have got Absolute Flash #1. This is the first issue in the next wave of Absolute books, and it starts off with a bang. It's centered around Wally West. He is a teenager living with his dad on an army base, and it sounds like they move from base to base, and he's just not having a great time with it. But then he stumbles into an experiment that his dad and some other scientists are working on, and you might guess what happens to him after that. And it eventually results into him getting chased by the absolute version of some of the rogues. And it's really cool. He doesn't understand what's going on. I kind of didn't understand. Yeah, I didn't quite understand what was going on and everything, but I can't wait to find out. The artwork is great. So yeah, the next of the new wave of Absolute books is right here.
Another big one coming out this week. It is One World Under Doom #2. So Doom has now declared himself the emperor of the world. The world is now a unified Latveria, and everything's pretty cool.
Yeah, sounds alright.
Doom. We learned some more about what Doom's doing, and it's not bad. But the Fantastic Four and the Avengers are sure that he's up to something. But the more that they try to prove it, the worse they end up looking. Some big stuff going down in this issue. Plus, you notice the cover. We've seen some of that. You'll have to find out what happens to Ben Grimm in this issue.
Well, next we've got Absolute Batman #6, and where Absolute Flash is the beginning of a new story, this is the end of the first story arc, not the end of the series. This is an ongoing series, but the first story arc wraps up here. Batman has his final confrontation with Black Mask and some of Black Mask's goons, and it's very, very brutal. It's awesome. The artwork is amazing, and if you have been getting all of the rest of these issues, please don't miss this one because this is a fantastic finale.
Next up, another fantastic book. This is Zatanna #2. And after the big finale of the first issue, Zatanna has found herself with a pretty severe wound. I won't go into too much detail about it, but she finds herself now at the Oblivion Bar with Madame Xanadu, Detective Chimp, and Blue Devil, where they're going to attempt to help her. And there is some big team ups between Zatanna and Blue Devil as they track down who injured her
Mm-hmm.
in the first issue. Some awesome stuff in here. Fantastic art, some really cool two-page spreads, and a final page that will definitely leave you asking questions about how is this possible.
Yep. Well, next I have a new one from Dark Horse called Who Are the Power Pals? And this is about two guys named Alex and Derek. They used to be on a show in the 90s called The Power Pals where they played the heroes Buzzard and Swallow. But that show was not great and it was canceled after just half a season. And now in present day, they are down on their luck. They can't find work. They don't have any money. So they try to go to Hollywood Boulevard in their old costumes and make money taking pictures with people. And then when they stop a crime, it goes viral and they think, hey, maybe we can use this newfound fame to actually start fighting crime. But they have already been noticed by somebody who is not very happy with them. So how will they deal with that?
Next up, a very interesting one. This is DC X Sonic the Hedgehog. And I mean, this kind of explains itself, but in this, Sonic's world gets invaded by Darkseid, who is looking for some very powerful relic there. You could probably guess what it is, but soon the DC heroes, some of the Justice League, boom tube their way to Sonic's world where they must team up to fight parademons and stop Darkseid. So this is going to be a 5-issue miniseries, starting off with this issue #1.
Well, next I have Bug Wars #2. This is great. It helps to expand the world of Bug Wars. Slade is captured and taken to Swarm City, which is a beetle metropolis that's actually just hidden beneath a brush pile in the backyard. He and some other captives are taken to the Blood Hole to fight and die in a big gladiatorial battle. He thinks it won't be any problem because he has strength, right? He has his normal size strength, but something goes wrong and he doesn't have it anymore. And how is he going to get out of that?
Next up, another new number one. This is out of Alcatraz, number one. This is really cool. So this is loosely based off the true story of back in 1962. There was an attempt to escape Alcatraz by four people. Three of them succeeded, but they were never found. This is the story about what happened to two of those, as they soon learn maybe being on the run is worse than being in prison, as they can't trust anyone. They can't even go out and buy anything. They can't be traced. And soon they might even start turning on each other. In this is I think, a double-sized first issue. Really, really cool. So if you're looking for something less superhero, more kind of crime and thriller, this is a great option.
Well, if you are looking for something superhero-y, you can read Challengers of the Unknown
Very
number
superhero-y.
4. And I love this issue. I just wanted to call it out because this features Green Lantern Hal Jordan and Red Ryan of the Challengers as they examine the next dark side anomaly, which is just this asteroid floating out in space. But they learn something very mysterious about it. It has a series of caves and caverns that they go exploring. And what they find in this is very interesting, a little bit confusing, but it's all going to, I think, come to a head and make a really cool story when it's all said and done.
Another very similar part of our trifecta of
Mhm.
fantastic books that come out this week. This is New Gods number 4, and this one's really cool. So we get some backstory on early days of New Genesis as we see some of the earliest built mother boxes. But in the current day, New Genesis is being bombarded by this kind of marauder fleet that we've seen through each issue. And on Earth, Bart and Mr. Miracle, Oberon, their baby, all find the child that could be the next new god. But Orion is very close behind. Some crazy stuff going down in this issue, and a really cool something big that happens that could change the new gods
Mhm.
and the DC universe as an entity uh, by Highfather. So
Yeah.
definitely read this issue. We both think this is probably the best issue of the series
Yeah.
so
My
far.
favorite of the series. It's amazing.
And that is it for our top 10 quick comment picks. Thank you so much for watching. Again, head on over to infinityflux.net right now where you can order these books. They're up on the website while supplies last, and you don't have to worry about them selling out on Wednesday when they are released. You can get them right now, whether you are local or we ship them out to you. Either way, you're guaranteed to get them. Thank you again for watching, and remember to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And until next time, see
See
ya.
ya.